This Hyundai blasts past me, pulls in front of me, slams on his brakes. I go to steer around him, and the other one has boxed me in. And they're both slowing down. I'm like, oh, shitting hell.
Oh, what is that?
Wow. I have no idea what that is.
Yes! Well, it did go to the moon.
Did we go to the moon?
Yes, Charlie, we went to the moon. We didn't get out, pull the latch, pop it open, and it just goes up in flames.
Oh, hello. Sound. Lamborghini.
Where are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's happening.
Lovely.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the WAYMOE SpotCast here in sunny Essington, as usual, on a very lovely afternoon.
And there's something absolutely lovely coming down as well.
What is that? I think...
Ooh!
Oh my days. Wow, those are stunning. Wow. That's so nice. Look at this. Oh, these are gorgeous.
What? Oh!
Wow.
Amazing start.
Wow.
What a start.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the WAYMOE SpotCast, everybody. I'm your host, Charlie. I'm joined by a wonderful guest, Callum. Charlie's behind the camera as usual.
Hello.
And Sean's over there behind the camera for us.
Looking glamorous.
Looking absolutely glamorous. Like, paint me like one of your French girls right now. It's an absolutely wonderful afternoon. It was hooning it down with rain when we got here. I'm glad we stuck it out. We almost didn't record this episode, so that was fantastic timing. I think we should start off with the top trumps as usual. I think it's my turn to pick the top trump.
Oh.
Wait, no, did I pick... I picked it... No, the last episode I had you...
Both. Yeah, I had one and you had one and we had the same card.
Yeah, that was crazy.
If we get the same card now...
I think... Hold on. Let's both pick one.
Ooh.
So I'm drawn...
I know which card I want.
I'm drawn over here.
I want that one.
Should we pick in the middle?
Yeah, go on then.
A Ford Mustang.
Very nice.
Ooh.
I got an Audi R8.
Oh! Do you know what? Oh. It's the same colour as the one that we saw about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Well, no, we were only picking the one.
Oh, right.
Well, because we're...
right.
I reckon we double the odds.
We double the odds?
Should we double the odds?
Okay. Yeah, we've picked... Yeah.
We haven't got much battery left, so we might as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a Ford Mustang or an Audi R8, both of which we've seen already today, which is great. So... Oh,
Go on. You got it.
I got what?
Which one would you pick?
Which one would I... What, to drive or
to
just
drive?
to
Or to own?
What do you think,
You
Callum?
definitely wouldn't be a Mustang.
Which car do you think, out of that Ford Mustang and this Audi R8...
That Ford Mustang's gorgeous, though. Well,
This convertible Ford Mustang?
Ford Mustangs in convertible. Just think about, like...
Back in the 60s, yeah.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Back when Sharon Tate was driving one.
Yes.
But not that.
The Audi
That's probably
R8,
an automatic. No, R8 any day of the week. Any day of the week. Using a Lamborghini engine on the R8 is just one of the perks of the brand. That's not true. I swear it wasn't a Lamborghini engine.
It was a Lamborghini block, wasn't it? It wasn't.
I don't think they were even related.
No, they were related. For sure they were related. The first...
I don't know.
I think it was the very, very first one was related.
I feel like it's just that. It's just
the twin turbo kits they used for the Lambos, early Lambos. They also used for the Audis.
Yeah,
really?
Very, very similar.
Fair
at
enough.
least. Yeah.
Well, I've been schooled. That's what I love about cars. You will never know everything.
No.
Well, I know everything, obviously.
But a lot of the information you know is incorrect.
No. It's incorrect. Yeah.
Really funny if you fact check and I'm completely wrong.
Yeah, I just fact checked here. I think that was the camera just dying. Oh, okay, so we're now forced to use the Hasselblad.
But the quality.
It's incredible quality. They used Hasselblads on the moon. They did. That's not a joke. That's what they used. They're not a bit. I don't think it was attached to a Samsung Galaxy or whatever.
No, I don't think it was. But you never know. It could have been.
Could have been.
Well, it did go to the moon.
It did go to the moon.
Galaxy. It's all there.
Did we go to the moon?
Yes, Charlie, we went to the moon.
You telling me we didn't film out in the desert in America?
I didn't go to the moon. There's a thing with a moon conspiracy theories. You can point a laser at the moon and it will bounce back off the reflectors that they put on the moon while they were there.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah. Or so they say.
Although, it makes me think because, you know, like with the amazing telescopes we have, can you see the actual shuttle on there?
No, the shuttle definitely not.
Not the shuttle,
the lander.
The Moonraker.
Yeah. No, you can't. It's because you're talking about
It's a speck of dirt on the lens, wouldn't it?
No, you would not be able to see
because
it.
Practically a grain of sand.
I heard a rumour that you could see it.
No chance at all. You can, with a big enough telescope, you can see the ISS, but it's going to be like that big on your telescope, so you're not going to be able to see.
And with that, then, obviously, with the Moonraker.
What are you on about, Moonraker?
That's what I want to call it.
Oh, what, the moon lander?
Yeah.
The lunar lander?
Yeah, that's on there still, apparently. You can apparently see, well, that's what I'm saying, you could apparently see it on the lens, but then you can apparently see the track marks. Surely not.
No, absolutely not. If you had a satellite orbiting the moon, yes, but not from Earth, I don't think.
So you believe that we went to the moon, then?
We definitely went to the moon.
Okay.
Well, how you would have to fake the Saturn V. It's all the people that were stood there watching the rocket go up, all of the documents on like how to build it, the entire like Aerodyne who made the Rocketdyne who made the engines, which is just they were just completely faking the engines.
You never know. Did you see that thing that apparently one of the SpaceX launches recently was on Twitter, or X as it's called now? Apparently you can see when it switches to CGI. Have you seen this?
No, I watched the launch, but I didn't notice when it switched to CGI.
That's what I'm saying. Is everyone's got such an opinion.
Yeah, it's just talking for the sake of talking.
The internet
really,
is just a cesspit.
It is.
And it's only getting worse.
Are there any car conspiracy theories? Are there car-spiracy theories?
There's got to be some.
I'm just trying to think of the only car conspiracy theory I can think of is like Senna's death. There's a lot of people that
Paul Walker's.
Though Paul Walker was doing 100 in a 40
Come
on 11-year-old tyres in a car that's known for being twitchy. It was Senna's death because he was going around whatever corner it was at Imola, Interlagos?
Yeah.
Imola. And suddenly he just veers off. I think Adrian Newey speaks about it in his book, or hints at it, that they, just before that race, in a rush to get his steering position right, they cut the drive shaft and welded it.
Oh, God.
So it just snapped and just veered him off into the...
Yeah.
Spot Cat's back.
Kitty cat!
Hey!
Do not go near the road.
Spot Cat's on set.
Spot has no interest in us and will just do whatever she wants.
That's cats for you, though. That's just a cat thing.
That is just a cat thing.
That is just a cat thing.
Oh.
Sean
it was coming over here.
Sean just completely derailed Spot there. Terrible. Weird number plate.
That's
OR
a very
5
weird
Emma.
number plate.
Dr. Emma.
Dr. Emma. Oh, is that what?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
That's so weird.
That's Is that an Ineos Grenadier coming towards us? The daytime running lights are blinding me. Or is it just a Defender?
I don't know.
Those DRLs are so bright. It's an Ineos, right? Yeah, it's an Ineos. No? Yeah, that's an Ineos. Yeah, it's the same one from earlier with the slapping belt. The amount of cars that drive past wherever you are and you just you can tell what's wrong just by listening. And you're like, girl, you need to fix
There's
your
someone in my
exhaust
work car park, when she leaves, her brakes are just gone. And you can hear it to the point where you can hear the bits of the pads where you can hear they've cracked.
Oh, yeah, it's like Aidan for months and months and months before he fixed his alternator tensioner. You just get that awful squeal when he starts his engine. And then, of course, he didn't fix it until I fixed it at the side of the road when his alternator belt came
Snapped,
off.
yeah.
So I smell burning.
Was that bonnet up? That bonnet looked like it was up.
Oh, maybe that's what the burning smell was. That is so nice. Has that got wiper blades on the... It does.
It has,
That's so nice. I've always wanted one of them.
They are just class.
They're
There's just something
absolutely
about
gorgeous.
them. Yes.
Lots of stickers.
What is this?
What? A Subaru. You can tell it's... What the hell? Justy. It's a twin cam.
The old,
I've never seen such a modern car flexing that it's got a twin cam. That's so weird. I don't like stripes on cars.
Go faster stripes.
Dodge Viper, okay. Ford GT, okay. Ford Mustang, okay. Shelby Cobra, okay. I can't think of anything else. 360 Challenge Stradale, stuff like that. Nothing else. I do not want why would you get stripe on your Vauxhall Corsa?
Didn't the Ford GTs
And it's
have
always
a stripe?
those cars that have stripes.
GTs had stripes. GTs are the ones that look weird without stripes.
Yeah.
They look like kind of naked, like you've caught it without its frock on.
Yeah.
But-
They kind of add to the styling.
Yeah, absolutely. Same with Vipers to an extent. But have you seen people put stripes on their Mark II MX-5s? It looks like a Viper.
Sean's going to do it now, 100%.
It's a little Suzuki Jimny.
Come on.
Those are so nice. They're two-seaters, those are.
Are they?
Yeah, Jimnys always were. Well, kind of. I drove a Suzuki Jimny in Greece. It was an absolute bag of dog dirt.
As they are.
Well, so I hired it online because we got to Greece and I was speaking about maybe hiring a car. And we were like, no, that'd be silly, it'd be expensive, whatever. And we got to Greece and me and Kaisha are obsessed with... yeah, they hurt. Me and Kaisha are obsessed with Suzuki Jimnys, right?
Okay.
We think they're awesome cars. It was one of the only cars that we were both into before we met each other.
Okay.
And we get to Greece and we're driving around and there's Jimnys everywhere until we drive past somewhere and it says Jimny hire in the window. So I'm like, we saw convoys of Jimnys. They're really popular to hire over there. So I look online and nowhere's got one for the week that we're there. And I find somewhere that lets me book it for the day after. I'm like, oh, brilliant, I'll book that. And they call me about an hour later and they're like, really sorry, we've not got any Jimnys for that day, but we can offer you like an Audi RS Q8 or something crazy.
Oh, you know what, I'll take that.
No, I was like, no, I'm really keen on a Jimny, right? And they were like, she was genuinely confused why I was turning this car down. And I was like, no, have you got a Jimny at all? And she's like, oh, the day after we can get you a Jimny. I'm like,
you
brilliant.
waited the actual day then?
So we had it for the day after, and I picked it up, and it was blue with it was a convertible. You could put the roof down at the back. Blue with a white roof, and it had been ragged within an inch of its life. Second gear was two-handed job.
Nice.
Like the synchro was so bad, right? It wasn't really a two-handed job, but it was really difficult.
So I understand.
Don't put it on your jacket.
Oh, okay.
I did the whole supercar festival on my jacket. It's terrible.
Oh, what is that?
Wow, I have no idea what that is. Cool.
That's so cool.
That's
wow.
incredible. I have no idea what that is.
Is it a Tracer Mark II? Is it Mark II on the back?
I don't know. That is absolutely stunning. Damn, speechless. I can't remember what I was talking about now.
My mic.
Oh, Lord.
Do you know what? Very similar to the Jimny.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with Jeeps. And
Jeeps?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you probably won't have watched it, and I've watched it because I have had girlfriends that have watched it, and I've watched it on my own. The Netflix Teen Wolf that was on there that had Dylan O'Brien in it.
Right.
He had a Jeep in that show, and I absolutely love that Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about it that I just think is so... They're efficient.
Ooh. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
That Jaguar nearly had a head-on collision with that Ford Fiesta.
For no reason?
Yeah, absolutely no reason.
No reason whatsoever.
I'm trying to remember what... the Jimny in Greece. Just before I had to give it back, I had to drop it off at where I picked it up with a quarter tank of petrol, because that's what they're giving it to me with. And I was like... Well, me and Kaisha had driven around in it all day. And I was like, oh, I'll take it out for one last drive, because I bloody loved the thing. It was amazing. I'll take it out for one last drive. I'll pick up some petrol, and then I'll come home. So I drove it around to like where the mountains were. I got some pictures with it. And then I was like, oh, I know where there's a petrol station just at the end of the road, just before our villa, like a mile away from where the villa was. And I pull into this petrol station, fill up, and as I'm leaving the petrol station, I hear wheels spin behind me. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And there's a little, 500 metres behind me from the petrol station. Terrible.
Bad boy.
Debadged it as well. What is it with Vauxhalls and debadging? Oh, GT4. Yeah, I pull out of the petrol station and I hear someone pull out of the petrol station and spin their wheels. I'm like, that's weird. And it's a white Hyundai i10.
Another one. Bloody hell.
That's so nice. Complete. Their daytime running lights are cool. People are so wary of us. They're so distracting. I keep losing my train of thought. Oh yeah, so seeing my rearview mirror, this Hyundai pull out onto this motorway, and it's a little white thing. And then I notice coming up in the slow lane is another little white Hyundai looking thing. And to get off this dual carriageway, you go for like 200 metres and you have to slow right down to about 10 mile an hour and do just a full right-hand turn off the road. And I'm 100 metres away from it. This Hyundai blasts past me, pulls in front of me, slams on his brakes. I go to steer around him and the other one has boxed me in. And they're both slowing down. I'm like, oh, shitting hell.
Language.
I go into...
Sorry, Mum.
Sorry, Mum. I go into panic mode. I slam it up the 1.5 foot curb, pull it round this 90 degree, nearly, apparently I found out after the fact they're really keen on rolling. So I'm lucky I didn't roll it and absolutely just hooned it down this lane. Like coming into oncoming traffic, passing everything to get away from them. No idea what they were trying to do.
Must have just wanted the chimney.
They're two a penny. They were worth about 200 quid. That one was worth nothing. The gearbox was shot on it. I think it was like some lads on holiday trying to have a laugh.
Or, because I know obviously them being the tourist car, that have seen you driving that and gone, tourist.
Yeah, well, it did have like a hire car sticker on the side.
Yeah, they've gone, right, we're going to rob him.
Ooh. But apparently that doesn't happen that much out there, but who knows. It was, while I was driving away and I was quite scared, looking in my rearview mirror, doing double the speed limit down a road I've never really driven on.
Yeah, in a country that's not familiar to yourself.
And driving on the wrong side of the road in a left-hand drive car, I was thinking to myself, I kind of smiled, I was like, I'm quite lucky. No one's... How often do you get in a car chase?
Not very often.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Have you ever been in a car chase, Callum?
Depends on definition of car chase.
There was a look in your eye when he said
was.
that. I would say the definition of car chase is being chased by a car.
I've had people come up behind me doing ridiculous speeds, going to overtake, and I've put the beans on the MR2.
Oh, and they've took that
and they've gone
very personally.
Yeah.
Have you ever had someone angry chase you?
Yeah, an Octavia. A Skoda Octavia has chased me about 5 miles through Hinckley, which is my hometown anyway, and I'm doing God knows the speed limit in like 40s and 50s to try and get away from this Octavia. And I'm indicating left, he's then chucked his indicators on and I've gone right, and then he's following me that way. And in the end, I think he just sort of was like, I don't know why I'm chasing this car anymore.
Yeah, the adrenaline has worn off.
You kind of just go, oh.
Yeah, people get really like testosterone filled with rage with
It's the best time.
Oh, roof. That's funny, when people have got private plates like that, I now know their name.
Yes.
It's a bit of
your name's Ruth and you drive a white Range Rover.
Yeah, it's like if you've got a Ford Fiesta that's in like a standard colour and you've got a normal number plate, I'm never going to recognise your car. Oh, why do they put 2 learner plates? Never understood that.
The smiley face.
But if you've got a private plate, smiley face.
Yeah, because of the seam of the boot.
Oh, right, yeah. But if you've got a private plate, I'm going to recognise your car.
Yeah, I now know exactly which car you are.
Yeah,
I'm out in Morrison's and I've seen you, I know you live local to me.
And if I see you parked outside your house, I now know where you live.
You're also guaranteed that they're quite well off.
Yeah.
If there's a custom plate on a Range Rover.
Yeah, most of the time. There's a car that drives around Kettering. It's a Mark II Focus.
Nice.
Covered in rust.
Nice.
Number plate, E9. E9. A plate worth about £250,000. I did some research into it. A lot of number plates like that were given out to friends of the state or the DVLA when they were first issued, and they run in the family.
Oh, so you can just put it through that way?
Yeah.
I think what I find really funny at the moment with the talk of traffic as well, I've lost my chain. The talk of traffic in terms of here, you hear the cars that have bad brakes because you hear them start to squeak as they slow down near here.
Bad brakes squeaky brakes doesn't necessarily mean they're bad.
No,
because I know the Audi TT RS had problems where the brakes were just squeaky as hell, and race cars are squeaky as you like. I did brakes once and I broke the bleed nipple.
You broke the brake?
I broke the brake.
You broke the brake?
I snapped off the. It was like the last week of getting my MR2 ready for its MOT after the year of rebuilding everything, and I was like, what was it I needed to do? I can't remember why I needed to do the brakes. There was something I needed to sort the brakes out, and every single bleed nipple snapped. I had to replace all of the calipers.
Nice.
It was misery, and all the brake lines, they all broke. I think
You had to make them all custom, didn't you?
Yeah, I got them all. What's funny is I live a 30-second walk from a rally prep mechanic, so I just went and had, here's my old brake line, and he made me a new one in like 20 minutes. It's a lot of stuff with cars, like doing stuff like that, is it's scary to think about, but when you do it, it's really easy. It's like changing my suspension. On my MR2, it's easy as you like. On my 106, it was misery. Because lowering, I looked into it before I lowered it, and it was like, oh, the rear is a torsion bar, so all you got to do is take the torsion bar off, move it like 2 notches and put it back together. I'm like, oh, that sounds
so easy. Really easy, yeah.
No, 2 weeks it was on my driveway doing that, because everything seized up, and then to push at the end of the torsion bars, to push them out of like the arms that hold onto the torsion bars, you've got to run a bolt through and as you tighten the bolt up, it pushes the torsion bar out.
Okay.
But it was a weird thread. I ended up having to take a lug knot off of a Ford, which is the only thread that fits it. It's so weird. So I've just got this one bolt from a Ford Raptor or whatever. Raptor? Ranger.
Ranger. It was like the one that just drove past.
They got to be one of the most common cars on the road.
What, the Ford Ranger?
Yeah, you see them bloody everywhere.
Yeah.
But what's crazy to me is that that's small compared to what the Americans have.
Just the pickups over there are crazy.
It's insane. You see them parked in Asda car park and it overhangs both sides of the parking spot.
What makes me laugh is, and I've just felt rain on my face.
Oh, it's thinking about it.
The first time I met you was at Caffeine. It was the first time I'd properly spoken to Charlie as well.
Yeah.
And a week after meeting you, I got to see Dupe and I was like, oh, this is incredible, I love this, I love the headlight. A week after, there was a picture in Midlands MR2 and it was your car on fire.
Yeah.
Which is completely,
That was funny. So I have a habit of just before holidays having a car problem. Like when I thought I got a speeding ticket just before that. It was the day before we went to Greece actually, and I'd been having an oil leak, and I was like, just before I left work, I was like, oh, I'll check the oil. I was like, oh, I'll top it up a bit. So I topped it up a bit. Didn't think to put the oil cap back on.
No.
So drove to Kaisha's house, picked Kaisha up, got 80-90% of the way home, and I was sat at the traffic lights, maybe half a mile from my house.
Okay.
I was like, oh, it's a bit smoky out the back, and I revved it, and the smoke didn't increase, because normally when I head gasket blew, it was like you put your foot down and plumes came out.
Yeah, you get it, yeah.
So, and I was like, that's a bit weird, I should check that. I was probably nothing, she smokes all the time, it's a 40-year-old car.
Absolutely.
And I'm nearly at my house, and we were thinking of going to McDonald's to go through the drive-thru and get some McFlurries. And I'm coming up to the junction where my house is, and McDonald's is like there, right?
Okay.
So it's left from my house, straight on for McDonald's, and I'm like, oh, I'll go McDonald's, it's fine. And just as we come up to the junction, my brain goes, nah, go check. I didn't even indicate, I just swing it in, right? And I go up to my driveway, and I pull up, I'm like, I just got to check, I'd rather be safe. I pop open I get out, pull the latch, pop it open. As soon as I pop it open, all the oxygen rushes in, it just goes up in flames. And me and Kaisha just stood at each other like, what the hell do we do?
You had a fire extinguisher, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I hadn't bought a fire extinguisher at this point. I'm so lucky that, one, I didn't go to McDonald's because it would have caught fire in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
And I'd have had no way of putting it out, and I'd have burnt down the McDonald's next to my house. So I bolt in and I run all the way to the back of my house where there's a mop bucket that I just fill with water and run back and just dump it on the engine.
You're so lucky to be that close to your house.
I was so lucky. I was so lucky. And then I called the fire brigade because I was like, I don't know if it's going to catch up.
My car's on fucking fire.
Yeah. So they pull up. Oh, it's
lovely.
They pull up. In the full fire engine shows up, and they were so nice. They showed me how they use their like laser gun to check what parts of the engine were hot. And they were like, yeah, it would just be oil's been dumped onto your hot exhaust manifold and it's caught fire.
Yeah.
So they got me to pour more water on it and cool it down. I got Kaisha, God bless her, she took the most fantastic picture of me looking in, surrounded by fire.
That's the photo I'm referring
it's so
to, yeah.
good. That got straight into my work group chat. I sent it to my mate who sent it to the work group chat, so I got ribbed for it the day after. Or when I got back from Greece. Yeah, that was and then since then I've kept a fire extinguisher in my car. I think really Charlie's got it actually
now.
I
have it currently in mine because I'm leaking oil onto my exhaust manifold.
Yeah, so
so it's a very similar
drive,
thing.
I was like, yeah, I'll bring my fire extinguisher. I was really expecting your car to catch fire that day.
Me.
Yeah,
I wasn't quite.
I think we should play a game.
Okay.
We can only see in front of us.
Yeah.
We can't see behind.
Right.
I think we should play a game where there's no cars coming down. When there's a car coming this way, you have to guess what brand the car is.
Okay, that's not no chance I'm going to be able to guess.
Exactly, which is why I think.
Oh no, I've got a better idea, right? So when a car comes behind us, right? I will close my eyes and you look at the car.
Okay.
Yeah, and you've got to describe it to me without telling me like what it is, and I've got to work out what car it is. I think that could work.
Okay, yeah, we'll give that a go.
I'm sure there's now not going to be a car for the next 15 minutes.
Yep, it's cursed.
We need a name for the game. A game name.
The game name, the name's game.
I reckon you let the viewers.
It's the name game. It's the name game. No, fuck the viewers. It's the name game. It's called the name game.
There's a car coming.
Yeah, you're right. You've cursed it. There's nothing coming now.
Is that not thunder?
I think it's a plane.
Why has it just become 28 days later?
Yeah.
I'm expecting a big fucking alien ship to come out.
I'm expecting Bugatti Veyron to come past
Can you
and
imagine?
his camera to die.
And then lightning to strike shore. That's coming this way. It's a bike.
That's a bike.
Please be a bike.
I can't wait for that house to sell.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a car.
They're very sort of, I don't know. They're not very nice to look at. They're quite new.
Engine type.
I don't know. I don't know what that is in terms of. Charlie, help me.
It's electric.
It's electric.
It's electric.
It's electric.
Luxury.
Polestar 2.
Well, no.
That's a Polestar 3. No, that's a Volvo. I was kind of in the right area.
See,
you are terrible.
The game
at that.
is very difficult because I panicked. It was
If
like,
it's something you know, you'd be able to describe.
Yeah.
It.
Okay, let me. I'll do the next one.
Okay.
I'll do the next one. Don't worry, guys. I've got this.
It reminds me of a story though. Until the next car comes.
Yeah.
When me and Jack went around Silverstone, I was his person to tell him when there was a car coming up on his left. I got so excited with the adrenaline.
This is track day kind of thing.
Track day. He's driving. He's like, Callum, I need you to tell me. And I was like, blue car to your left. And
Yeah.
just completely just panicked.
Car's coming.
Okay.
Very, very common. Extremely common.
Ford.
Yeah, Ford.
Focus.
Yes, yes, Ford Focus. How did you do that? Wow.
That's a good game.
There's that punter again. That does look quite tastefully done.
It's very Honda Civic-esque.
No, not with the Abarth logo on the side. Honda Civic-esque. Yeah, I like that. That was very well done.
Thank
very
you.
nicely
and
done.
You can see that I didn't cheat because I have my hands over my eyes looking this way.
Okay, we'll do. Is there another car coming?
Yes.
I think you should do it.
Yeah,
again.
no.
Extremely common. The worst drivers on the road. Japanese company.
Hyundai.
No, that's Korean.
Oh shit.
No, you've guessed wrong. It's Nissan Qashqai.
Oh.
Terrible drivers.
Yeah,
The worst drivers on the
but
road.
normally-
Okay, right, I want to go and I want you to actually try. Hold on.
Okay.
I want to go.
God.
I want to go with
say.
the name game.
Okay, the
and
name game.
You're going to actually try.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
there something coming?
I can't see what it is. I've not got my glasses on. It is.
Again.
It was complete panic. I'm not even going to
To
lie.
be fair,
horrendous.
it's a bit of a shit car.
I
to
couldn't
do.
tell you what that's called.
No, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't even see the badge. Get the badge.
That's a Toyota. I can tell you it's a Toyota.
I think I couldn't see it from over there though. It was dark. Charlie, you start shouting into the mic and you'll take
Do you want me to do the description then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. Charlie.
Because
does
he's
it.
looking at it. And we can both guess this way as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. You got to tell me if there's anything interesting coming that way then, because I want as much time as possible left.
Just pan. Yeah, that's fine.
Holy shit! No, quick!
Got him!
Oh my god, it's a Skoda!
I couldn't.
Rabbit!
Skoda me. Oh, Skoda City Go. Skitty Go. Shitty Go.
Shitty go.
Shitty Go.
Yeah, it's blue. That doesn't help. Again, what the fuck? I don't even know what it is.
It's a Honda Jazz.
Oh, I don't know what the old Jazzes look like.
That.
Charlie, it is, you panic, don't you? You do panic.
You do panic, yeah. I'll
Do
give
you
you that.
panic?
Yeah, you fucking do.
I do. Okay.
I do anyway.
I panicked. You were straight on the ball.
Yeah.
Your
like,
accurate
ready to
description
go,
got me there in 2 guesses.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, really common.
You just know too much. That's what it is.
But yeah, it's like I'm so focused on the name game now.
I know. I don't want to talk about anything other than
No,
there's a car
just
coming. What
the
is
name
it?
Callum, what was your first car?
My first car was a 2006 1.2 litre Polo
Damn.
Nice.
in a really nice turquoise blue.
Turquoise blue.
Yeah.
I know a blue. I don't remember them being in a turquoise.
It wasn't like turquoise. It's not like Lewis's turquoise. It was Lewis's turquoise with the contrast turned up a little bit.
It wasn't like Jean blue, was it?
No, it was It's a difficult. I've got a picture of it. I'll find a picture.
1.2 must have been nice. It's a bit bigger for you normal.
I didn't actually have it that long. I had it when I got it when I was 16 for 500 quid, and it was during a really difficult time of my life. So when I was doing my testing with my mum, not my testing but my driving around, I had a bit of like a panic attack in the car.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I'm not really ready to drive. So I stopped driving, and I then went to uni really locally. So
Yeah.
I'm from Leicestershire, and I went to uni in Leicester.
Yeah.
So I lived there for 3 years with my friends, and so I didn't really see the need for a car. And so I didn't do it. And then lockdown happened, so I didn't get a car till after that. And then I got another Polo.
Had you passed your test at this point?
I hadn't even
Big
passed my
car,
test.
really expensive.
Oh,
Audi.
the name gave
Traditionally really
something.
expensive.
Audi.
Traditionally really expensive.
No,
Porsche.
not off-road, but luxury.
Range Rover Evoque.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go on!
And we're ending it. That's funny because that's what I was picturing until he said typically expensive.
yeah.
I think we should end the name game there.
Yeah.
While we're ahead.
But,
Sorry, yeah.
yeah.
You had passed your test at this point?
No, I hadn't even passed my test.
Okay.
No, I was supposed to pass my test. I was supposed to have my test, then lockdown happened.
I passed my test a month before lockdown. I was so lucky.
Yeah, I was supposed to have it, and then 3 days before my test, Boris announced lockdown.
Oh.
Well, I'm so
but then after
old
that,
compared to you two.
I bought another 1.2 Polo.
You're a year older than me.
Yeah,
3
literally.
years before you.
Oh yeah,
did.
well yeah, I passed quite late. I
passed late.
I didn't enjoy driving. It took me like 3 years to learn.
Yeah, same.
I hated it.
I love it
was
now.
Miserable. I love it now. Yeah, but it was the worst was after I passed. I would have panic attacks in the car because I just couldn't deal
That
with
time
the
of
pressure.
driving on your own as well.
Yeah.
But I had a
I
really
got
nice
dropped in the fucking deep end.
Yeah,
Like,
you're just on
really
your
good.
own.
Yeah.
Motorway on your own.
My
you go,
my
what?
clutch went literally a week after I bought the car. So
Nice.
the first time I drove the car after passing was back from the garage in the middle of nowhere on a load of back roads and then straight onto the dual carriageway by
okay.
myself.
Yeah, that's
Jag?
And yeah.
funny colour.
Very funny colour.
That's such a middle class mum car.
Yeah, literally. Well, I had a really nice gunmetal silver.
Wow.
Wow.
What was the car you got when you passed?
So when I passed, I had a.
Because I'd call that your first car. Your,
my
your
first
Polo weren't
actual
your
car.
first car.
It was a 1.2 Polo again, but a 2015 plate.
Oh, okay. Ooh, very new.
I got it for like £4,000.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I got a Lupo for 350 quid.
bargain.
Yeah.
And it
Slow
was,
as you
it was
like.
absolutely. I loved that car. And then I went through a breakup, and I met Jack down the pub, and he was like, "Oh, my car's finally done," because it was a load of different colours for ages.
Yeah.
He was like, "Getting this." He took me out in the MR2. Within a week, I'd sold my Polo and bought an MR2.
Wait, your MR2 was your second car?
Yeah.
That's insane.
My insurance is £700.
That's bargain. That's like my Lupo was 1,800 a year.
Yeah. My Polo was 1,600. That's a 1.2.
Kaisha's Micra, 1 litre Micra, she got quoted £2,500. I added me, my mum, and my dad to her insurance, and it took it down to like 1,600 quid.
It's the insurance at the moment is absolutely
Insane.
crazy.
I'm so lucky. We're so lucky we're
We
into
got in
driving
at the time
now.
we did, yeah, because there's kids now that are passing. They're about to pass their test. That are trying to get insured on your Ford. You really easy, like your 1.2 Fords.
Yeah.
I saw there's a lad down the pub. His mum comes in a lot as well. They looked at.
A funny colour.
Yeah, it's a weird colour. It's like a pinky orangey. They looked at like a 1.2 Ford Focus or
Yeah.
Ford Fiesta, 10 grand for the insurance.
For the insurance, that's because they're like a first car. My Audi TT was cheaper to insure than my Lupo.
It's because of the average crash rate, isn't it?
Yeah.
The reason MR2s are so cheap for us to insure is because no 20 to 25-year-old
To buy them.
has one
Yeah.
to crash.
That's why Civics are so expensive.
Exactly,
because
because everyone's got them. Everyone's
That's why my call's so cheap.
yeah, everyone's blowing them up.
That's why our A classes are so expensive, because people just get a bit of money, buy one, and park in a ditch.
Yeah,
I can't remember what I was going to say. Is that the Polo from earlier?
I think so.
But it's an R line. Wow. With the Jap racing wheels.
It's yeah.
Oh, cool van. Oh no, the Picasso.
I can't wait for you to review the footage of this because whilst you were talking to Charlie quite early on in the episode, I had the cat on my lap.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that at all.
So you'll
Wait, really?
Yeah,
No, I didn't.
the cat came over and it was here, and I just picked it. My chain's there. I found my chain. the cat literally came next to me.
chaos.
I picked it up and had it on my lap for a good
Fair
10,
enough.
10 15 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's because you two were having a chat, and
Yeah.
Sean was just laughing in the background.
That's so good. How long have
I feel it's been a long one.
Damn.
I mean, we had the
we had loads? We had that big
beginning.
gang at the beginning, and then it's been a bit chill. But it's been nice. I've been having.
This is what I said to Charlie, is that with your podcast with Sean, it was so car orientated that we
Yeah.
had so many cool cars come through in that one. Our first one was just talking.
Yeah.
Hello. Get off
This will
my
be
lawn.
interesting. I thought we were done for then.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it isn't illegal. It's extremely illegal in Germany. That's why they have no street view.
Really?
Yeah, no street view in Germany. If you zoom in on like Europe and pull the little street view guy out, who has a name, it's called like Taggy or something. No, Peggy. He's called Peggy.
Sorry?
I think he's called Peggy. A big yes or no if that's the name.
Yeah.
And Germany's just blank. There's no street view whatsoever.
Which is why I'm assuming all of this being done was done by...
I do.
Did you see that?
No.
It was so funny.
What did he
go on like that?
I think you're going to have something really cool come through in the next 2 minutes.
You think? That's quite a... We recorded one episode, I think it was with... I don't know if it was Damien, it might have been you, where the card was an aerial atom.
Okay.
And we finished recording, and then an aerial atom drove past.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
It was when we were sat inside
We were in the pub and we...
out the window.
Yeah, aerial atom drove past. Because that's the thing, it's... The good and the bad about this is you're at the mercy of whatever's coming past.
Yeah.
So when you start recording, you might be really lucky. Like if we recorded a minute later, we wouldn't have seen those cars.
Yeah.
But when we stop, we might. You just don't know what's going to come past. Like we recorded a Supercar Fest.
Okay.
And we got some really cool stuff coming in. But what we didn't realise is the other road. That is where all the cars actually came through. So there's F40s and F50s and stuff.
Just missed them.
But,
and there's your really cool car.
Wow.
And that's the one.
Have we hit your 2 minutes yet?
I reckon
that must
we
be it.
probably
that's
have.
the cool car in
yeah.
the 2 minutes.
I reckon that cool. Is that an Opal? If that's an Opal, we've got to end the episode. No, it's a Vauxhall.
Oh, we can't end it then.
Do you know they come over as Opals and then they take the badge off and put the Vauxhall badge on?
Is that true?
If you rip off the Vauxhall badge, there's still like the mounting plate for the Opal badge on it.
That's bizarre to me.
Because they're not Opals either. They're GM. They're American. But it's what they did with MG. They just bought a car company over here, so they would sell easier. Those are nice. Not in that colour. Not in that colour. Do you know what? I can't do any more of this. If we say it right, no. Nardo is just where I'm calling it. Stop painting your cars or buying your cars in Nardo grey, or I'll kill your dog, okay? Thank you so much for watching another wonderful episode of the Spotcast. I've been Charlie, this has been Callum. Charlie's been behind the camera.
Hello, thank you.
Sean's been behind the camera. Remember, like, subscribe, do all of the YouTube things. Goodbye.